that was weird. Oh, look at that guy. The face behind. Ah. This is what I come to Thailand for. Right here. Yeah. So, just some thoughts from what's happening. I told my friend Amber, she my young friend, she said to me that I should do this, that I should record my thoughts and put this stuff on YouTube, etc. Blah 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 blah. And I told her, I said, Amber, I'm 59 years old. I'm not sure I want to do this. And she said, no, you should do this. You have great stories. And I said, okay. So I'm in Thailand with my wife, Lily. Say hi.
Hi.
Sawadee Cup.
สวัสดีค่ะ
Yeah.
Hi anyone.
And so if I start talking Tinglish, I'm sorry. I have been hanging out with her, and it rubs off. Anyway, so quick story. So I was going through customs last night. Was it last night? Did I come home? Yeah, last night. So I was going through customs last night, and I was going through the airport, and everything. I think I was recorded on the other ones that I was really calm. I was really relaxed. That I had no trouble inside, and I was just really, just super calm, right? And all the way until I got to immigration. I get to immigration, and the man kind of gives me this like that. So I walked over to him. I had my ball cap on. I take my ball cap off. Sawadee Cup, like that. He just kind of looked at me like, it's like, okay, you know, whatever, and everything. And I had watched, and so what you do is you take your hat off or you take your glasses off, and then they have a machine over there. You put your hand on it, and they take your fingerprints, okay, and your thumbprints, etc. And then after I do all that, the man looked at me like, wow, looks like this guy knows what he's doing. You know, I didn't. I just watched everybody else do it. And then whenever we're standing there, and then he goes like that, and then they take a picture of your face. I guess they put that into some kind of database here. So FYI, just in case you decide that you want to come here and do nefarious things, bad things, yeah, bad things, your fingerprints are already inside of a database. And if you leave your fingerprints here, you're pretty much toast. And believe you me, you do not want to be in a Thai jail. It is a bad thing. Is Thai jail bad?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. You never been in Thai jail?
If good, who want to stay outside, we go to inside. Yeah. If jail good, we go to inside. Not working, nothing. Just go to inside to jail.
What she's saying is, she's giving me a hard time right now. She's saying like, what are you, stupid? You know, if jail was good, then everybody would go inside and be in jail, but nobody wants to be in jail because it's bad. So that's what she's actually saying. She's giving me a really hard time. Like, what are you, dumb? You know, kind of one of those things. Ask her.
I don't want to go to jail.
I don't want to go to jail. Anyway, so yeah, that's just a side note about the fingerprints and everything like that. So I get through the immigration, and as I get through the immigration, I walk through and everything like that, and then all of a sudden, I just started crying. My heart, my wife says, your heart full. I got something on my shirt. He said, my wife said, your heart full. And I'm like, yeah, she's right. All of a sudden my heart just went and burst inside. And the next thing you know, I just was like, I started crying like this. I was like crying. And before anybody gives me a hard time about it, I'm a Scorpio. I'm a water sign. I'm emotional. You guys have to deal with it, okay? We're water signs. Water coming out. And by the way, okay, my mentor used to tell me that the tears are the orgasms of the eyes. So I looked at her one day and I said, are you sure about that? Because then that makes your nose the clitoris. Okay, she thought it was hilarious. I thought it was funny too. But needless to say, she told me, and I agree, that you should never stop yourself from crying. You should let yourself cry because it actually does something. It washes out your soul. I had not cried and I felt anything. I felt great. I felt it calm the entire way, right until I got through immigration. And then all of a sudden, when I got through immigration, it became real, very real, and I just started crying. And so everybody was standing there. I put my head down. I was like, "Get it together, get it together, breathe, breathe, breathe," like that. So I went through. I was like, "Okay, great. Okay, I can go up here and get my suitcase." And guess who decides to call me? Hi.
Hi again. Hi again. Hi.
And then she calls me, and I had it all together right up until the time I saw her, and then all of a sudden I started crying again. I go, "Don't make me cry! Don't make me cry!" Like
Big boy.
big boy.
Yeah, big boy cry.
Anyway, so I wasn't the only one crying.
Yeah, MC.
So we both crying, and we both say, "Okay, stop. Yeah, stop crying." So I say goodbye to her. I say goodbye to her, and then I go get my suitcase. And normally, there's two ways you can go out of there. You can go through, you get your suitcase, and you exit, and you go to the right. And as you go to the right, you can go downstairs to the second level, or maybe you're on the second level. It's late at night, and then there's all kinds of people there, and that'll give you rides. You can order all kinds of stuff. You have to be careful because they do charge a lot if you use the taxis. And a lot of times what they do is they won't put the meter on in the taxi, so you have to be careful. And they start arguing with you about it and stuff like that. Just if you look at them, you say, "Would you put the meter on?" And they say, No, I've got this," then just say, that's okay, and just turn around and walk away. Just walk away. You're not offending anyone here by being that way. You're be offensive when you start arguing with them and you start trying to get them to do what you want. That's not going to work with Thai people. That does not work at all. Isn't that right? See, doesn't work. What's the worst word I say to her? No. Watch what happened. Honey, no. Yeah, see, doesn't work. So anyway, Thai people are very much like that. It's about saving face, something that we in America, we don't really talk a lot about, and we should. We should recognize that we all have a level of pride. I don't care how you are, even if you're homeless on the street, you shouldn't talk to another person like they're terrible, that they're bad, that they're dirt. You shouldn't do it. So if there's trouble, just turn around and walk away. Like that, that's it. And that's what I did last night, a couple places I looked and everything like that. Now the other option is what I normally would do, is I would go down to the very bottom, and at the very bottom you can catch a bus to wherever you need to go. Like we live here in Pattaya, we live in the residential area of Pattaya, not in the party part, stuff like that. And that's fine if that's what you're into. You want to do that, that's fine. No judging, all right? But it just so happens that we live here, and we're in the process of looking toward either Jom 10. I don't think Hoi Hin is going to be a good fit for us. We like to have more infrastructure, stuff to do. There's all kinds of stuff, malls, all kinds of restaurants, everything like that. Now, you could say that anywhere in Thailand. And they're just, if you want to go to a really super nice beach, you can get on a ferry for 30 minutes and go out in the ferry to Koh Long. Is it Koh Long?
Koh Lan.
Koh
Lan Island. Koh Lan.
Koh Long.
Yeah.
And it's really beautiful. It takes 30 minutes. You can go there. You can go there for the day. You can go there for overnight. And so anyway, that's what we're doing. But you could get on the bus, like I said, and it cost like about 100 or 120 baht. That's nothing. Maybe like $2 or $3. to get a bus ride, and they're the big motor coached, air conditioned bus rides. You can get out to here to Pattaya, or you can do like I did. I just happened to walk by this place. The lady was very nice. It looked very legitimate. It had a Thai tourist agency like that, and you want to look for something like this that are very legit. You don't want to look for somebody just standing on the corner going, hey, 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 come here. Stay away from those people. When they're like that, you just go, oh, no, that's okay, thank you. And I went up and I asked the lady, I said, how much would it be to get a car? They don't call them cabs, they call them cars, that take me to Pattaya like that. And she said 1700 baht, which is about $40, 35, $40. And so what she didn't know was my wife had already told me that if I was renting a car, it was going to be about 1300 baht. So this is a little bit more than what I wanted to pay. You have to remember, you're still in the airport, and like, that ain't nothing, man. When I went through San Francisco, they were charging like $25 for a sandwich. It was insane. Like, for a smoothie was $15. It was crazy, and people were lining up to buy this shit. I was like, no way. So you do have a little bit of airport pricing, the difference between 1300 baht to 1500 baht. So what do you do? So it's 12:30 at night. I want to get to Pattaya. I paid the 1700 baht. I think I gave the man like a 300 or 400 baht tip because he was like really, really nice guy, and I just was in a really good mood. He took me right to my house. My family was there. They all met me. We came inside and talked for a little bit. My wife had made dinner for me, and she was trying to get me to eat. I was tired, and the next thing you know, she's rubbing my feet and making me feel like a king. So do I deserve it? Well, I don't know. I don't know if I deserve it or not. Do I like it? Oh, fuck yeah. Yeah. This is nice to wake up to every day. All right. This is Uncle Mark with your checkup from the neck up. You guys have a good day. I love you. Bye-bye.